Welcome to Inspire and Move, the show that inspires you to create, connect, and grow. I'm going to bring you meaningful conversations, aha moments, and all the motivation you need to up-level every part of your life. I'm Ali Aruda, founder of Inspire and Move, and your personal hype girl. I've gone from fashion school to celebrity stylist to corporate marketing to brick and mortar entrepreneurship with my husband, each time learning incredible lessons how to pivot, reimagine, and implement the steps to become successful. I am passionate about inspiring others to live their best life, a life of joy. We have the power to design a life that we love because life is too short not to. The best part is that you weren't meant to do this alone. If you feel like you were meant for more, let me ride shotgun with you, and together, let's get you to where you want to go. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the Inspire and Move podcast. I am so excited to hop on here today just for a little quickie, but I wanted to really sit in the energy that I am in and share that with all of you. But I also want to start by sharing gratitude, expressing my gratitude for all of you that listen, support, and share the Inspire and Move podcast. Growing a show is really about you guys, and I am so grateful for all of you that are listening, that share, that reshare, and that are just on this journey with me. So thank you so much. And today's episode is, again, I want to sit in the energy that I'm in. I'm coming off of a really big weekend. I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, although I'm an entrepreneur, so I work every day, and I am totally okay with it because I am in the process of my dream. I am building my dream. I am growing. I am expanding. I'm doing this all alongside my very best friend, my life partner, my husband, my business partner. And we are so amped to be in a momentum season. And you've probably heard us say this on episodes together, that we feel like we've kind of been in a growth season for like 2.5 years, but I'm not mad about it. I'm really actually quite obsessed with it. And every year gets better and better. 2023 was amazing. 2024 was amazing. And 2025, we are like 32 days in, but as at the time of this recording, but I am really excited for what is in store for 2025. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about a growth journey. And I think that is literally one of my most favorite topics, probably because I am so in it. So I feel like I can speak to it with authenticity and charisma and honesty. And I want to share that with all of you. And one of the things that I have been talking about a lot recently with Matt and even with some of the girls on our team at Benchmark and some of the girls I'm coaching, because you guys know I've now launched my one-on-one coaching, which I am obsessed with, and I am so excited about that. But I talk a lot about growth moments. And I think this actually comes from the years of Matt and I really building our resiliency muscle. And those years came in like the 2020 to 2022 range. You catch my drift? But we worked really hard. Period, actually. That's a complete sentence for those years. But we really have worked hard at building the muscle up surrounding being resilient. And I think an offshoot of that is talking about growth. And that's something that I have really leaned into and I'm really passionate about for myself, for our business, for our brand, our personal brands, but also the people that are in my network and that I coach and I get to support. And one of those things that I've more recently sort of zoned in on is growth moments. And that's what I want to talk about today is navigating them, or first being able to identify them, navigate and embrace them. And some of these could come maybe in a one-on-one personal training session, in a workout with your trainer, if there's a growth moment. And that could be where you think you're staying the same with your weight, but your trainer actually has a different plan. And that's a perfect example of a growth moment because they are pushing you out of your comfort zone. You're going to, maybe it's a hip thrust. You're going to do a hip thrust with a heavier weight than you thought. That's not what you were expecting in this particular workout, but it's a growth moment because you're doing it anyways, and they have told you so. But it could also be in maybe a corporate setting. Maybe you're in a boardroom and you are listening to a meeting and then your boss looks at you and asks you for your input. You didn't have anything prepared, but you're going to do it anyways. So these examples could be, so specific to what your niche is, what you're doing, but it's just trying to get the juices flowing in our brain of what a growth moment can look like. And it's something that, even this weekend, this big project that we've been working on at Benchmark, there are things behind the scenes for this project that I've been doing that have most definitely been a growth moment for me because I don't know how to do some of these things. So you bet I have Google open, I've got ChatGPT open, I've got the help documents for whatever I'm working on and asking all these questions and trying different things that I've never done before. But it's a growth moment for me because it's new and the outcome is going to be far more exciting, far more exhilarating because of the journey to get there. And I think that when we can really identify what a growth moment looks like, that's the first step. And so often it is a moment of discomfort or being in an unfamiliar situation, place, something that's challenging. That's effectively like step one because it is unfamiliar. And you want to just sort of sit in the feels. If it's depending on what it is, maybe you want to journal about it. Maybe you want to talk to a friend about it, talk to your coach, talk to your therapist. But if it's something in the moment, you want to just first recognize it, embrace it, and then you're going to have to make some choices. So, what I love about growth moments is that it is so beautifully aligned with getting out of your comfort zone, perhaps identifying new exciting opportunities and forging a path forward. You might even have to redefine your path. You might have to make a full pivot and embrace a transition and transformation. But these uncomfortable moments on the other side is beauty and growth and new opportunities. And I feel like I've witnessed this with even just some of the girls on our team that, I was talking to one of them yesterday and sort of we were both reminding each other of how finite the time has been that she's been working with us at Benchmark and what has happened, the growth that has happened in only 8 months. And I think that that is so beautiful when you can go into something that maybe you're nervous. It's unfamiliar, you've never done it before, and really pour your heart and soul in. You can overperform, over deliver. You can try things that are new and uncomfortable, but in that period of time, you're going to grow, you're going to expand, and then you are naturally going to attract and embrace new opportunities. And growth moments is become almost like a hot, not a hot tip, but like a key word of mine recently that I feel like I've really been able to navigate for myself and for Matt and I in our business and our brand and what we're doing. And I know I sort of mentioned that, but also how I can share that for other people and show up for other people. So some of the things that I would love to share with you beyond, recognizing what a growth moment is and maybe what could even trigger it if it is some old relationships or something in your business, something in your job, being able to identify those triggers and identify that growth moment and then how you're going to embrace it and forge ahead from it. So, first of all, I think being able to identify them, being self-aware, and maybe it is having just a moment to think, maybe some quiet reflection time, or maybe you want to journal about it. Again, this is probably dependent on what this growth moment for you might look like and where you are at the time of experiencing this growth moment. And thinking back to, what are your core values and how does this growth moment align? And just being really mindful of it. But then once you've been able to identify it, sit with it and embrace it, now it's time to take some action. Now we got to forge forward and try, what is this pivot? What is the decision that you need to make? And how is this going to be in alignment with your goals and what it is that you want to do and who it is that you're working with or working for? And recognizing that opportunities come your way and not necessarily as a threat, that this is a growth moment, that there's opportunity and it's a journey forward. And this journey might very well have some challenges, have some turbulence, have some road bumps, but oh my gosh, you guys, these journeys will also have small wins and massive wins. And I would highly encourage you to first identify them, but then also celebrate them. And that's another favorite topic of mine is talking about celebrating your wins. And I think that the more you are dialing into your business, your brand, again, even if you work in corporate, it is still important to celebrate your wins, whether it's a milestone of how long you've worked for a company, or did you just successfully complete your first pitch in a meeting, or get a promotion, or hit your sales quota, whatever it may be. Being able to hone in on what it is that you wanted to do, what you set yourself up for, and you smashed your goal, you overachieved, surpassing your goal. Celebrate that, because that's going to kick you back in the game to do it again. Maybe do it bigger, maybe do it better, and maybe you're doing it more often. And the entire journey starts back with recognizing that quest for growth and self-growth. So I am excited for you to hopefully take some of these nuggets and think how you can identify these, that growth is so often uncomfortable, but really on the other side is a beautiful thing, and massive celebrations and expansion to that next level of yourself, that next level of your business, the brand, maybe also the next level of people that you're attracting into your life. Maybe this looks like new relationships in the form of friendships, a network, business contacts. Hey, maybe there's a new love in your life if that's something else that you want to attract. But being able to recognize that these growth moments, even if they start by something really small, or it could be something that's really massive, is going to move the needle forward for you in life, in business, and your overall journey growing as an amazing human being, the amazing human being that you are. So I was excited to hop on here and just share that. It's been a lesson that I've kind of had from self-discovery. It's something that is been in my life. And that's one of the things I was always really committed to when starting the Inspire and Move podcast, is I want to share actionable takeaways for you, or real-time experiences that I am experiencing. And growth moments is very much one of those. Matt and I talk about this so often, whether it's at home or at the gym, in our business, that we have growth moments all the time. And I actually am excited for you guys to be able to take this. I hope this is valuable, where you can take this and apply it into your life, your business, and really embrace those growth moments and the opportunity and expansion that is on the other side of that particular moment. So thank you so much for listening. I am sending you such love and high vibes and good energy. Again, there's information in the show notes if you feel like you are a great fit for some one-on-one coaching. The one-on-one coaching that I'm offering is really focused on business, your personal brand, with a nice little infusion of fitness, because I really, truly believe that healthy habits and consistency when it comes to moving your body and taking care of that mind, body, soul is at a foundation for being a high performer. And that is something that I am truly passionate about. So with that in mind, have a wonderful day, evening, weekend, wherever you are listening to this. I am so grateful for you, sending you so much love, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this episode, it would mean the world to me if you took 30 seconds and shared this on social media, send it to a friend, or leave a 5-star review. There is power in community, and I am so grateful to have you part of mine.